Pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmy Pynk. And tonight was a salute to 90s hip-hop. What up, Pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmy Pynk. And tonight was a salute to 90s hip-hop. Okay, so, Pink ladies, T-birds, y'all know how much I love hip-hop. And y'all know how much I talk about, like, the 90s. That's my era. I'm obsessed. So, I was all in for tonight. You have to excuse me. So, tonight was VH1's Hip Hop Honors, and it was all about 90s hip hop. Kinda. We're gonna get into that. First things first, can we talk about how Missy Elliott was the opening performance and she shut that shit down? Boots. I was here for it. I love Missy. The 90s was a very important time for females in hip-hop because you had a lot of them. There wasn't no beef. They all worked with each other. They all got on songs with each other. It was phenomenal. We seen a little of that tonight. They didn't perform together, but you know you have females at the performance. But, spoiler alert, tomorrow y'all are going to get a video about just how poor female presence is in hip-hop. That's a hint. You'll have to come back tomorrow to find out what the video is. But, Missy shut it down. So Regina Hall was the host. I think Regina Hall did a good job. I loved her costume changes. Like, just reflecting, like, the different areas of hip-hop. And still doing, like, 90s outfits. But it still had a modern spin on it. And I was here for it. I lived. Plus, I love Regina Hall anyway. I always have since Scary Movie. So the first thing is they're going to do a tribute to the South. And they didn't say, either they didn't say or I missed it, who was being honored. So they're like, Romeo was coming out. And I'm seeing like all these down south artists is performing, whatever. Matter of fact, it was Trick Daddy and Trina. Let me see. It was Trick Daddy and Trina. I'm ill prepared for this. Can you tell? Trick Daddy and Trina. Like, basically No Limit Records, not all of them. And Escape. And I'm like, okay. First and foremost, can we talk? Can we talk? I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Because I am hot. How is it that Escape is hip-hop? I'm being honest. Don't get me wrong. You know, we like to say Mary J. Blige is hip-hop. She's the queen of hip-hop soul, not hip-hop. But Escape. Yeah, okay. Anyway, the honorees were Master P and Jermaine Dupri. And I'm like, you know what? To make down south dominant force in music right now, yeah, they had a whole fucking lot to do with it. So that was well done. I thought Master P's speech was impeccable, which I was shocked by. But his speech was impeccable. Let's move on to Teyana Taylor. First of all, I low-key love Teyana Taylor. Okay? I know I just called her Kiana. Shut up. I've been drinking. But Teyana Taylor killed that. Like, as somebody that when I was in the 90s, like, yes, I was a big connoisseur of hip-hop culture, but I was not rapping in the 90s. I did not start really rapping seriously till the 2000s. But I was a dancer. When I tell you this bitch nailed that shit, she slayed that. And then Regina Hall comes out and says, oh, and her foot is broke. Well, golly, Shazam, because she killed that. And the outfits. Oh my God, so many great outfits tonight. So many great outfits. She came out with the airbrush, like, what's that shit called? Like the overalls, like the work jumpsuits. I'm like, yes, I think I actually fucking performed in something exactly like that before. Like, it was so fucking dope. But she is just a treat. She is just a fucking treat. And I low-key love Tiana Taylor. Plus, I did like her song. You ain't gonna make it as a singer, boo, but that's okay. Because that song, how used to go? How go? Is you trying to get you? I know the song. I'm sorry. But it was dope. Wait, had to pause, nigga. Wait a minute. Almost tapped out when you started swimming. Hey, that shit jam. I ain't gonna lie. But Tiana Taylor was just a treat. Here's where I got to. We was honoring 90s hip hop, sort of. Now, I am a 90s. I'm not a 90s. Yeah, I was a teenager in the 90s, so I was a 90s kid. I'm a 90s kid. Like, I lived the 90s. Like, all this shit they was talking about, I was there for all of it. I remember all of it. And I agree with all the nominees, except Martin. Because I'm trying to figure out how a television show is hip-hop. Now, there are some that I would classify. They even named them on there. In Living Color, absolutely. You had dance breaks with a DJ. Similar to what the fuck y'all did all throughout the show. Y'all basically had the Fly Girls entwined in your show. That's basically what y'all did. So, I would say In Living Color. I would say The Fresh Prince because Will Smith was a rapper. And he crossed over to be a television star. And people ain't do that shit back. Ooh, I quit showing you on my fat roll. People ain't do that shit back then. People did not do that shit back then. So, I got that. Yeah, I guess he was a radio DJ and rappers would show up on the show. And don't get me wrong, Martin deserves all the praise. It was groundbreaking. It's a phenomenal show. I'm like DJ Spinderella. I know every episode of Martin. Like, that was a treat. That was a treasure, and that was ours. We fucks with Martin. But, by the way, did the girl call Tashina Arnold Gina? See, I watched it an hour late, so I don't want to go on Twitter. I want to come and do the hot take of the review right now. Or maybe I was just a little buzzed up. Anywho, but I just don't think this was the place to honor Martin. I don't. Sorry about it. I don't think that's hip hop. I just don't. Like, yeah, everybody in hip hop love Martin, and obviously rappers still, refer to it. Kanye West, damn, we with Jerome thing. That's for Martin. So it's definitely impactful. I just don't feel like it's hip hop. I don't feel like this was the right venue to honor him at. It was cute when the comedians came out playing the characters, but ain't nobody do Shanae, whatever. Yeah, except for the yo-yo was Kilolo. I mean, I just don't understand. It wasn't hip hop to me. I don't think this was the right place for that. So then they said the 90s and the DJ. DJ Clue was the DJ, by the way. And the DJ. So we got some people performing some of the 90s best party hits. Okay, let's get into it. So the first person to come out is Ty Dolla $ign. This is how we do it. I'm like, okay, y'all right. And Ty Dolla $ign didn't sound bad. I didn't know that he, we got a lot of rap singers now, but I didn't realize that he actually held notes. He didn't do a bad job on the songs that he was singing. It wasn't great singers. Sorry, rest in peace, Nate Dogg. You wasn't a great singer though. You was the best at the hook. You was the king of the hook, but you wasn't the greatest singer. But I felt like Ty Dolla $ign did a great job because he also did Regulate with Warren G. And then Tiny and Candy come out and sing No Scrubs. They looked cute. Candy came out with the T-Balls wig she had on in the video. They had on the outfits from the video, and they looked cute. And they sounded good singing No Scrubs. I went to a lot of parties in the 90s. The only parties they was playing No Scrubs at was like the school dance. Nobody was fucking rocking no Scrubs like that. We fucks with No Scrubs, we fucks with TLC, but one of the greatest party jams of the 90s, and you singing TLC? Okay. But, and didn't we just see Candy and Tiny? We just watched Escape perform. Oh, I want to say Escape's outfits, though. The denim and white. They slayed that shit, but each and every one of them got a big old set of fake-ass boobies. And it's distracting. And I think the reason why it is distracting is because this is a group from the 90s. So y'all all went and bought boobs. Now that y'all in y'all 40s? Like, the fuck? So I think that's why it was, like, distracting. Anyway, but we had just seen Escape perform. Well, Candy and Tiny wrote No Scrubs. No Scrubs. You say two. No Scrubs. So, we already got them there. Why not put it in? We probably ain't got to ask TLC for permission because they the songwriters. They probably got the publishing on it too. And they probably can just say, yeah, we can do it. But then there was no honoree. I'm like, oh, we're not honoring a DJ. That was just an excuse because y'all had these people that was willing to perform and put them into the show, huh? Because Regulator, this is how we do it, or No Scrubs would not have fit in to any other segment. So you just had access to these people and these songs, so we just made up a segment for it. Yeah, that's what y'all did. What else we got here? I thought Karrueche looked cute though when she came out. I thought Karrueche looked cute when she came out with her little 90s pants and her little short bob. She's a cute little girl. You know, why the fuck you want a Chris Brown? So, also in this segment, Fat Joe and Remy Ma do Big Pun. I don't want to be a player no more. And I'm like, yes and yes. Yes, yes, and I'm here for this. Remy's outfit, listen. This is the fashion that I was living for on this show. Because I was getting good fucking fashion. And I was getting innovative fashion because they were taking 90s looks but flipping them for 2017. Because the people that was doing that in the 90s are older now. So they got a little bit more money now and they was flipping it. So like the fact that Remy Ma had on like this puffy coat, but it was kind of like a cape over the bodysuit, and I was like, yes. That's why I had this on. I was like, yes, we was all about the fucking puffer coat in the 90s. Like, the bigger, the puffier, the better. And the way she did that, I was just like, I'm here for it. I love it. Also, can we finally just accept that Fat Joe is not that good of a rapper? And I'm going to tell you why. Believe it or not, and some of y'all, I'm a challenge to go do that shit. Go pull up Fat Joe, Still Not a Player, featuring Joe. Not Fat Joe, featuring Joe. Joe is a singer. And try to rap along with them lyrics. It ain't as easy as what you think it is because Pun had some motherfucking lyrical dexterity. That motherfucker can spit rapid fire. And it's hard to rap along to that. I found it odd that Remy was the one that did his verse and not Fat Joe. I found that really odd. Even though I know Remy got a little bit more heat on her, but she came to Terror Squad late. It was really Big and Pun. So, Big and Pun. Fat Joe and Pun. So I was really shocked. And I said, oh, it might be because Fat Joe can't do it. Possibility. But that segment was cool. It was just pointless though. It was just really literally, we gonna stick these songs in because we got these people that can perform. Pharrell just decided to get political and woke in the middle. Like, I know this is my man's time, but I gotta take this time to say something. But he said something in a very, very generic way. Okay, that's fine. But it's fine. What he said was cool. Hype Williams. Now, I got to say, for those of y'all who don't know, and if y'all watch the show, y'all know now. It was videos I didn't know that Hype Williams did. And I said, God damn, this motherfucker really was the director to go to if you was a hip-hop artist. Like, he did all the best videos. I'm just like, damn, Hype did that. Damn, Hype did do that one. Like, Hype Williams is the truth. I wish we can go back to making videos like that instead of it just being in front of somebody's goddamn car on a backlot somewhere, solid color with a nice ass car, everybody drinking, and a bitch that ain't even dancing or nothing. Just, or if she is dancing, she doing stripper moves and just twerking her ass cheeks in the camera. Oh, Hype Williams videos were inventive. They were stunning visually. I'm gonna keep it 100 though. Let's not pretend Belly was a good movie. Y'all know who you are. Everybody that's gonna watch this video ain't gonna know what I'm talking about because some of y'all is younger. But y'all know who y'all are. Let's quit pretending that Belly was good. The only thing that was good about Belly was the DMX sex scene. And actually, go back and watch that now. It's not as dope as what you thought it was 20 years ago. I promise you. Because I was like, man, we used to think that was the greatest thing. I was like, he ain't doing all that. Go back and watch it. But let's quit pretending, y'all. Just because we had people in that movie that we like, just because it was Nas, DMX, and T-Boz, let's not pretend like movie is good. Okay, moving on. This was my favorite part of the show, hands fucking down. It was the only thing that actually moved me to sing along with the songs. And that was when Havoc, Fabulous, and Lil' Kim came out for a tribute to Prodigy and did the Quiet Storm remix. Bitch! I was in my feels. I was in my moment. I was in my feels feeling myself. I was lightweight tearing up because I was like, damn, y'all waited till Prodigy died to give Mobb Deep their props. I was always on Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep is so fucking dope. That is a fucking classic. Do you hear me? For those of y'all kids or your younger viewers that ain't really into hip-hop, go look up Mobb Deep featuring Lil' Kim, Quiet Storm remix. You will not regret it, and come back here and comment and let me know you listen to it. You won't regret it. This shit is classic. That's probably, and I'm a Lil' Kim stan. I always have been, because for me, I'm about to get into some whole other shit. I'm sorry, I'm tipsy and this video is going to end up being long. But for me, Lil' Kim was the first one that came out and said, you know what? I spit rough, rugged, raw. I spit motherfucking bars, but I'm dressed like a motherfucking lady. Because at first she didn't get real slutty till a little bit later. She would just have on like the little Chanel dresses, Gucci handbags, heels, dresses. People didn't wear that when they rapped before Lil' Kim. Like now you looking at Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and all them, and they like, oh, they on stage rocking in motherfucking knee boots and leotards and shit like that. That all came from Kim, baby. Because females used to have to dress like dudes. Even if they were dressed like females, it still had to be masculine elements to it. Like, everybody know the iconic Salt and Pepper with the unitards, but then they still have on a big-ass bulky leather jacket. Like, no, she was a lady. She was in dresses. High heels. They wasn't doing that in hip-hop before Lil' Kim. So I'm a Lil' Kim fucking stan. Quiet Storm might be her best verse. And when she came on, some shit that these new bitches need to fucking pay attention to, she came in, and the line, a lot of y'all ain't gonna notice, I'm about to give y'all some hip-hop trivia. The line, hot damn hoe, here we go again. Light as a rock, bitch, hard as a cop, bitch, is from a MC Light song. She was paying homage. Y'all new bitches need to learn that. Not that anybody in the industry is going to actually watch this video, but y'all new bitches need to learn that. Respect your motherfucking elders, bitches, and recognize who paved the way for you. I'm sorry, I will go on a tangent about Lil' Kim because that's my bitch. But anyway, that shit was so lit. And then finally, we can get into this Mariah Carey tribute. Honey. Oh, honey. Honey. And I just realized how clever I fucking just am because she performs Honey. I didn't even do that on purpose. Honey. Oh, honey. let's start with the good. Honest to God, there was not all rappers honored tonight. And when I first seen the list of people that was being honored, I was like, half of these people don't belong here. Hype Williams has fell out of favor, so I kind of think I actually, honest to God, till like they showed the montage, I forget like how impactful and what hip hop videos looked like in the 90s, and they was innovative, and that was helping us get into the mainstream because the MTV, the VH1s, all that was popping. We had the Rap City, the Basement, so your videos had to stand out. Now everybody's video looking like what shit all the rappers sounded like too, so there's that. But he really revolutionized. Mariah Carey was one that I was like, why the fuck is we honoring Mariah Carey? She is the mother of the Rap Sun collaboration. She really is. And as soon as like they put her on and they started showing like the video, and I'm like, yeah, Mariah Carey fucking deserved this, bruh. Mariah Carey fucking deserved this shit. I'm like, listen. She did really make it acceptable for hip hop to be played on the radio, because if you're gonna play the new Mariah Carey and she got a rapper on it, she had pulled like Taylor Swift got now. Are you not gonna play the new Mariah Carey because it's a rapper on it? She put motherfuckers that was just for us in our community and celebrities just within hip hop and made the world know who the fuck they were. I bet, and I could bet, a lot of people's introduction to the Wu-Tang Clan was through the Fantasy remix with the Old Dirty Bastard. I bet that was a few people's, not mine, because I was already a Wu-Tang fan from the Art of Chess Box in the first video they dropped. But I bet a lot of people came to Wu-Tang, and Wu-Tang got as big as what it was through Old Dirty Bastard doing that. And then some of it also from like Method Man and Redman doing like their movies and shit. But I really believe, yeah, she deserved that. She is the mother. The way songs are formatted now, even look at all the pop stars now who do it. Taylor Swift is one of them that did too. Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato. These motherfucking pop princesses, Selena Gomez, are now putting the rapper on the verse. You know who started doing that shit? Mariah motherfucking Carey. She deserved it. Now, she performed. I said Mariah gonna perform herself, huh? But she did the Honey remix. So the Brat and Jermaine Dupri was there. I fucking loved the Brat too. Like I said, like it was a lot of female rappers in attendance because there were a lot present and they were all different and they were all good. Some better than others, you know. But you had somebody for everybody. It's not like now, like, well, when I right this second, but like at first it was like, okay, well you got vote, you know, in the mainstream. Well, you got Nicki Minaj and Iggy Azalea, and you only had Iggy Azalea for a year, so you had Nicki Minaj or nobody. Not back then. If you didn't like Missy, you probably like Lil' Kim. If you ain't like Lil' Kim, you probably like Foxy Brown. If you ain't like Foxy Brown, you probably like Rod Digger. If you ain't like Rod Digger, you probably like Missy. If you know, I think I already said Missy. But there was a lot. Okay, you don't fuck with that. Okay, well, you'll like the Brat. You don't like the Brat, you might like Trina. You don't like Trina, you might like the Lady of Rage. It was enough. Queen Latifah and MC Lyte was like, and Salt and Pepper was still around, but these new ones, man, they was coming up, they would do each other's oh my God, it was such a good time for women in hip hop. Sorry, off topic, Mariah Carey. So she comes out and basically does the Honey video, which was cute. I'm sure it's probably something that she does in her stage show at Vegas because it was well choreographed. It was well put together. You had set pieces. Mariah Carey, you ain't spending that kind of money on set pieces for a VH1 award show no more. So that's probably something that you do in Vegas because the set pieces were great. However, Mariah, I wanted to give her credit because at first I thought she was singing. Then when she started moving to them set pieces, I was like, bitch, there ain't no way you still singing, sounding pitch perfect, and motherfuckers is lifting you around and swinging you around and you can't even walk by yourself. Because your motherfucking Spanx is too fucking tight. You can't even walk around on yourself. Motherfuckers is literally sitting you into the set pieces. Bitch, you ain't singing. And that was disappointing. But it's better than that fiasco on New Year's Eve, so I'll give her that. It was a well-done performance. It should not have closed the night because I don't feel like that performance was the spirit of the evening at all. It was like, now the Mariah Carey show because we got Mariah, which you do. So I get it. But let's keep it 100. You think a whole bunch of people tuned into the VH1 Hip Hop Honors because Mariah Carey was going to be on there? No, because I bet a lot of people thought exactly like I did. Why the fuck is they honoring Mariah Carey until like they showed the montage and it's like, oh yeah, she is like the mother of like the Rap Son collaboration. She changed the way radio sound. Like the way radio sound right now is because of Mariah Carey. But at first you ain't know that. So how many people you think tuned into the Hip Hop Honors to watch Mariah Carey? Girl, bye. So anyway, I would like to thank each and every one of you for rocking with me. I know I ran my mouth a little bit too much. I'm a little bit tipsy, and it was a 2-hour show. Usually, you get a video this long for fucking RuPaul's Drag Race. So, this is for a 2-hour show. Once again, tune in tomorrow because I am going to have a video about the state of females in hip-hop. That's your hint. I'm not going to tell you what the video is. You're going to have to come back and see. But thank you for rocking with me. Thank you to my patrons as always. As you can see, patrons, we getting some shit together. We ain't there yet, but like I said, I'm not one of these people that I use y'all money and go do other shit. I actually use it to improve the channel. So as you can see, I'm working with green screen effects. I don't get it down to a science yet, so we just working on it. But I want to thank you guys because that's not possible without my patrons. If you are not one of my patrons, you can become one by clicking on that P right there. We have programs from $1 up to $50. So thank you for anything that you can give. Also in October, all of the patron revenue that I collect for October, I'll be donating to breast cancer. I'm actually going to do that on video so that y'all can see. I'm not bullshitting about that. But if you're not a patron, go ahead, check that P out. Also, if you're not a Pink Lady or a T-Bird, that means you're not subscribed to my channel. So go ahead and become one by clicking on Sailor Jimmy right there and watch another video. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Let hip-hop live. Let's bring hip-hop back to fucking hip-hop. Deuces.